Good morning, evening, afternoon. Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Talks with the Tax Cut. Um, I'm sitting up here looking at myself like, why your eyes look so bloodshot? Like you been drinking all night. And it's just that I'm just getting up and I had these humongous eyes that don't close, y'all. They close. I just have dry eyes, but they don't close completely when I sleep. I know y'all are like, she a freaking zombie. Like she sleeping with her eyes open. What's she doing? But I'm trying to blink to get the redness out, right? And then stuff is blooming and grass cut, and it's just that time of year. Y'all, I missed y'all. Honey, I did. Come closer. I missed you. I I definitely missed you. I'm messing with the resolution going in and out. Um, I absolutely missed y'all and apologize because I said I was gonna consistently drop episodes every week. This was my accountability, y'all. We got to March. We got heavy in the tax right after tax deadlines for businesses, and y'all tax season kicked my butt. It did. I tightened up some processes. I got some new things. I got new tips and tricks. I was scheduling meetings and then my people I was supposed to interview scheduled conflicts. I done learned a lot in the last 6, 7 weeks. But I said this morning, I'm getting up and I'm going to share with y'all what I've definitely learned um, over these last 6 or 7 weeks. I'm going to keep it brief. I'm going to keep it brief because I have one golden takeaway that we're going to talk about. And it really is, you know, how as the seasons change and um, you hear about the circadian rhythm and stuff like that. I want to ask you all today. So that's today's episode. What is your entrepreneur rhythm? Like truly, what is your entrepreneur rhythm? I'm going to share mine. I'm going to break it down for you. That's what we're going to talk about today. What is your entrepreneur's rhythm? And even for those of you who are not entrepreneurs that are listening, but are thinking about entrepreneurship or thinking about, hey, I want to do something different. I got a new hobby or whatever. What is your rhythm of your day? Like, really, do you know when you're most productive? Do you know when you need a break? Do you know when you get hangry? Do you? Do you know if this don't get done by this time? It just ain't gonna get done in that day. It's gonna get done in the next day. Like, do you really know yourself and your rhythms, your work rhythms, your flows, your hobby rhythms, the things when you are most productive or not? Because that is what's going to keep you, number one, consistent, number two, disciplined, number three, successful, right? So that's what we're talking about, being consistent, having discipline so you can be successful. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's you sticking with a workout routine. I don't care if it's getting ready to launch a brand new product. I don't care if it's a deadline for a supervisor. Like, you have to know your flows for you so that you can make sure that you show up your best at the times that you work best so you can remain consistent, disciplined, and successful, right? So, and the reason why I can tell you that is because, yo, this podcast, I didn't sit up here, we're going to do it. And I was consistent and I was disciplined in when I was going to record. And I felt successful up until I didn't feel successful. Y'all, it got crazy for your girl. Mad crazy for your girl. But some stuff in the background I want to show y'all. Y'all see, I had bookshelves, right? Y'all see my books is now up. I just want to show you a little bit. And y'all, shaking. For those who can see, oh, y'all can't see my chair is great. I got a brand new chair, y'all. I have a brand new chair to go with the desk. To stand in an elevated desk. I am fancy dancing. All right. Really. My eyes actually are hurting. I'm sitting down. Y'all got my workout gear on them to add into it. Let me put my blue block glasses on because, woo! All right, that feels a lot better. My eyes. Oh, that actually does feel a lot better. Not, let me put this on. Let me give y'all the whole experience, the podcast experience, like I'm supposed to give it to y'all. My lighting got to be good, right? So anybody watching the video, they're gonna be like, what did she do? Anybody listening is like, she just in the office having a party. So yes, I did some things to the office. The desk is still a hot tail mess. Anybody who's ever been in my office can tell it's actually been a hot tail mess, but that ties into what we're talking about today. I'm just gonna be very honest and transparent with y'all. Just 100% honest and transparent with you all. What I've definitely learned over the last 6 or 7 weeks, some of this stuff I knew about myself, some stuff I was denying about myself, right? I definitely have certain rhythms where I do certain things. Like for instance, anybody who knows me, because I am a fitness professional, y'all looking at me shoving stuff like that, like fitness professional. She got workout gear on, but what? Yeah, I have learned when is the best time for me to work out. I work out for mental clarity, right? Yes, I want to lose weight, tone up, and show the muscles and all this kind of stuff, burn fat. But I do it for mental clarity and to kind of jumpstart my day. And I've learned that if I'm not teaching a class, and I do teach still virtually, if I'm not teaching a class later on in the day, then the workout not getting done. If I don't do it in the morning before I jump into the tasks for the day for the business, then it ain't getting done. So that's really why I get up as early as I do get up. Now, the sun is coming up sooner, it's gonna get hotter. In the summer seasons, I go into jump roping and stuff like that, and I try to do it outside just to get as much vitamin D first thing in the morning, get fresh air. So I'll get up earlier. But I normally, like this is the time I normally do my workout, between 7 and 8. Just because at 6:30 and stuff like that, like 5:45, the kids are getting ready for school, the older kids are getting ready for school, and I'm getting my mindset geared up, like my quiet time, my meditation. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself and God, being like, all right, we planned the day yesterday. What are we doing? How are we moving forward? Can we tackle this? Did anything else happen that I need to be aware of? I try my best to like skim my emails off the phone, just really skim. Did anything major happen that I need to be aware of that may shift my day? But I try to do it when I'm laying down, really, because then I can be like, woosah, Jesus, help me realize what I'm willing to shift on my calendar for the day and what I'm not willing to shift. So y'all, I really start out my week on Sunday outlining everything in the remarkable, right? And it's not, the remarkable not playing me, anything like that. But I'm telling y'all, that remarkable 2 has helped me start to declutter. I set up there and I plan, so I know where my meetings are that are pre-scheduled for the week. Our meeting scheduler, my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful virtual assistant, has helped me to make sure that those are automated. Reminders go out when they're supposed to go out. Stuff is programmed. Clients, if they don't have the link anymore, they'll reach out to me, etc. So I don't have to remind myself, because back in the day, like back in the day, right? Back in the day, 2020, I was sending those reminders out, even though it could be pre-scheduled. And I just did not have a mindset to be like, stop, figure out how you can automate what you can automate. All right, so that's a tip for you all. Whatever you can automate in your life, automate it. So if that's, y'all gonna, in a minute, y'all gonna hear an alarm. So like all my alarms are pre-scheduled. My first alarm goes off at 5:45 in the morning because I have a child that has to be to the bus by 6 something, right? So then my next alarm goes off at 6:30 because my next child should be getting ready to get out the house, at least get prepared, because they got to be at the bus stop by 8:20. So we doing that, right? And then my next alarm goes off at 7:25. That's your drop dead. If you don't get your assets up, you got a problem. That must mean you sick for the day. You should be out of the bedroom by 7:25 at the latest. If you didn't get up, that 5:45 alarm didn't trigger it, or that 6:30 didn't trigger for you to get up, or that 7:25 is you up, and you up for the rest of the day until it's time for you to, unless it's bad, until it's time for you to go to bed at night. Okay. And I go to bed about between 9 and 10 is really when I start to unwind, right? And I plan out the week. So all meetings, I truly do, my schedule is wired to 8 o'clock, you are looking at emails, right, to respond. 4 o'clock, you looking at emails to respond, right? Not that I don't respond to some messages here and there during the day if you're in my portal or something comes up or my assistant says, hey, you got to handle something. But that's really, I shift and block my mindset to be like, from this time to this time, this is what we're doing. That's why I'm working out between 7 to 8, right? From this time to this time, you're answering emails. From this time to this time, you going back and being like, is there anything that's pressing? And in that 4 o'clock time, I'm answering emails and actually planning for the next day. Now, sometimes I go over. I try not to consistently go over because by 5:30, so, and I do have another alarm at 5:30. By 5:30, I got to switch back into mom mode. I got to go pick up from daycare. I got to drop off at dance or whatever activity we have going on, right? And that's getting ready to shift up time in the summertime because now everybody's coming home. We got activities. I'm assigning the kids stuff to do in businesses in the house, and some of them have jobs like outside of the house. All of that has to be factored in. I have to keep that schedule. And in my husband's schedule, I have to keep him as well. I have to be like, you got this, and this that you didn't do that was on your calendar to do as well. But I keep my calendar 100% by Remarkable and marking it down. I have an outline template that I bought from Etsy that I'm absolutely loving, that keeps me straight, keeps me notes. And I have a couple of, when I do meetings, I have some templates that allow me, okay, I talked to this person on this day, what did we discuss? And I can do it by their name and I can go by date and I can funnel back and it's indexed and it's all on one device, y'all. It's all on one device, which works so much better than what I was doing before because certain things were going to purple moleskin book and then the other stuff was going to teal moleskin book. I knew what they were. I knew what my system was, but I had to actually tighten up. And so that has been since December. Okay, so December to May, that's some stuff I need. Like I definitely need structure, and even though I'm messy chaotic when it comes to my desk, I'm very structured when it comes to making sure that we are consistent and disciplined so that I can be successful. I gotta feel successful, right? So I'm always looking for ways for momentum. That's why I say I tell you how I'm starting my day out. So figure out how you're starting your day. If it's with breathing exercises, if it's with sitting down and drinking hot tea, if it's with coffee, whatever you need to kind of grasp yourself for the day before you hit the day, make that time for yourself because it will make you feel accomplished and it will help to build momentum. I know this for myself because the days I don't get the workout in, like I don't, like even if I don't do squats or I don't do walking or do, I have to do something with movement because that's just who I am. That's what works for me. That is, my prayer meditation. Like really, like what's going to happen when I finish talking to you all is I'm going to go downstairs and I'm either going to do some boxing or I'm going to do, I'm going to do my max trainer, 15 minutes max, right? So I'll do something really quick to kind of get that up. I'm doing a push-up challenge with my virtual gym. So we're on push-ups a day, right? So it's May 2022. So we're on day 17. So I got 17 push-ups. I'm gonna knock them jokers out. And then I'm a accountability. I'm gonna shout out to the crew that hey, this is where I'm at. Y'all, I have several different people I'm accountable to. And I let them know, hey, I did this. Hey, I did that. Y'all hear my alarm. My alarm's still vibrating on my watch. Several people that I'm accountable to because I need to check in. I said I was going to do stuff. I did it. Even my clients will hold me accountable and I appreciate that. hey, where's the, just checking, making sure stuff is good. I know stuff is busy, what's going on? And I know sometimes it's from irritation, but sometimes it really is everything good over there? Like, we ain't heard nothing. You gave us a message, because we have automated messages built into the system, and we haven't heard anything from your team. Like, it moved and then it stopped. Is our stuff terrible? And sometimes it's not. It's a lot more intricate, which is what I'm going to go into next. In my work day, my work time is blocked off, right? I know my peak time. So my work hours truly to the public are 8 to 5, right? I get in, I get factored, I get everything done. I told you I do emails at 8, I do emails at 4, right? I take my first meeting on meeting days at 10 or 10:30, depending on what's going on, right? Because that's when I'm optimal. Because by then I'm awake, I know what's going on. I've prepped, I've done my review again, because I review Sunday and I review the day before, and then I review right before the meeting. What are we talking about? What are we doing? Do I have as much information? Now, this is what I have identified, because I've made some adjustments and taken away free initial tax consultations, and now we're doing discovery calls. I need a little bit more information. So now we're going to put a process in place and work with the team to kind of grab as much information ahead of time, because I like to serve. Your time is valuable, and so is mine. And so therefore, I like to know what we're going into. Not that, because I'm a very direct person, but I want to serve you to the hilt, because I only do meetings, right, for brand new public people on certain days. And then for clients or for tax planning, there's meetings that happen on other days, because my mindset got to be shifted towards what are the times where I actually can give my all, my full focus when it comes to those meetings. And as the team grows, as my team grows, that will be the same thing that I show them. I have recordings that I do via Loom and Vimeo and all this kind of stuff, because I like people to know what's happening. I do it. I share videos with my clients when we're going through stuff. I share videos with my team if it's for processes that we're going to repeat. And I even have some videos that I share with clients of frequently asked questions, because they keep coming up, right? So like the W-4 or how can I plan myself before I even know that I need a tax planning session with you, right? There are some things that you can do to control yourself using an IRS tax withholder or tax estimator. I have videos recorded and I'll go back in 6 months and update those if they need to be updated, to make sure that we are good to go on processes and the screen recordings, because I know sometimes seeing it and then hearing it works so much better for so many people. So I do most of those type of recordings, believe it or not, the screen recordings. If it's not for a specific client, but if it's for a process, if I'm in a mood where I can do it in a moment, like, hey, like for my team, I'll be like, I'm in a moment of doing something. I said I was going to go ahead and record it. I record it. If it's processes that is for frequently asked questions, I do those early on Saturday mornings, right before I teach class, because I'm geared up. I have enough energy. My mind is what's going to happen in that workout routine, and I'm pretty geeked. So I can knock a couple of those out and have those in our library. It's really finding your rhythm that works best. I know that if I don't have something in my system by 2 o'clock, so most days, except for my meeting marathon days, a lot of times between 2 and 3, if I have not eating, I have to take a break. So I have a reset break scheduled on my calendar from 2 to 3, so that nobody can take that time, because otherwise it's my last push through. Because some days I'm not good at eating. I'm not good at drinking water. I'm not, right? That's why I got to get someone that's fed on me. It's even as a fitness professional, I know I'm supposed to put stuff in my body and I don't. So I got some glasses with some glass straws. Like, so these are some of my hacks. Me with some glasses with glass straws, I find that I drink more water that way when I have a straw. And I do better on those days. So I purpose it, right? I'm going back to timers over the summer because everybody's going to be here. I normally have a timer where I work for 50 minutes and then I pause for 10, kind of take a break and then come back. So I'm not working for 4 hours unless I'm focused on something that really has to be done. I take certain days to review. So I do have it, like I keep telling y'all, I have a team. My team will do initial stuff. I'll do review. Sometimes I have to do prep. Sometimes for my business clients, there may be something that is on me to fix. I try not to do fix that type of my brain where I got to go to critical thinking and solving problems until my peak times. And so that's normally like between 1 and 2, right? So really, I'm really peaked analytically. And I learned this from when I was working in the federal government. From 10 to 2, that's really why I do stuff the way I do it. From 10 to 2, this is my peak time where you can get a whole lot out. Like I could sit in the zone and not move from 10 to 2. It's not good, but I could do it, forget to eat and everything. If I'm working on a project, I can go hard from 10 to 2, Monday through Thursday. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then I finish everything that's up on loose ends on Friday. Anything that's out there in limbo, like we get everything off the desk that got to get off the desk that started on Monday by Friday. And then we kind of skim and graze and look at stuff and plan for over the weekend. Like that's really my rhythm, my cycle. So that's what I'm asking you, like figure out what your cycle is, your rhythm, your circadian rhythm for whatever it is you do, because it will help you determine how to make yourself be consistent, how to determine how disciplined you're going to be or not be, and it'll make you feel successful. I like to push forward on something that I know is going to give me a win. That's why I start with fitness, because fitness, I feel success. I don't even got to think about it. It's like brushing my teeth. If I accomplish that goal and I get through, even with breaks, boom, it's the momentum I need to push forward to feel successful. And I'm pretty darn consistent in it. I work out 5 to 6 days a week in some way, shape, or form. And I might, and the 7 days of active recovery, right? So some weeks I might be all 7 doing something, right? Most weeks is 5 because my body will be like, girl, if you don't sit down. And I teach 2 days out of that week, Tuesday evening and Saturday morning. And in the summertime, I'll get back to going to the Thursday class, right? In the evening. But if otherwise, it don't happen. And then sometimes my husband gonna make me walk because he's like, get up, let's go walk, talk. You know what I'm saying? That's where we do our strategy. But I do what works for me. And I definitely want to encourage anybody that's in this space as an entrepreneur, as somebody who's thinking about entrepreneurship, as somebody who just really wants to get a little bit more control in their life, has several different streams, be it multiple jobs or whatever, hobbies that you want to, really stick to, because there's some hobbies that I want to pick up, but I can't do it until I move some stuff off my desk, right? My literal and figurative desk. And then really looking at yourself, y'all. I'm doing this checklist now that's humbling me. From Chalene Johnson, this Delegation Checklist, where I'm realizing it's a lot on my desk that needs to come off. My assistant has been telling me that. My team will answer those questions for me. My accountability partners will be like, Patrice, what's going on? I am of the belief that whatever we can automate, we're going to automate. Whatever we can't, we're going to determine, am I doing it? And I should not be. And so that's really where I'm at now. But it's been a humbling experience for me. It's because I go through this checklist, and I'm glad I got it from the influence of one of my children. They wanted to know some stuff. They heard some stuff. We got to Marketing Impact Academy. It's really for their future. But from it, it's teaching me some stuff. It's teaching me, hey, you got this. You pretty decent here, but you can tighten up. And so there's always room for us to tighten up, y'all. That's what our accountabilities do. Hold us to it. Like my accountability last week, my accountability partner was like, no, if you're doing too much, you're doing too much for free. Like she got on me. And she said, all right, she listened to a situation for me. And she said, you need to tighten up your processes. Go back and look at your processes and procedures again. That's her thing. But go back. You got to break down in your processes. I need you to do better. And I'm going to tell y'all, it hurt my feelings that she was right. Right? But I needed to hear it. I had to sit on that thing. I had to be like, Jesus, what in the world? I got people who listen to the podcast that have hit me up. And I was supposed to record a podcast at the beginning of May to get back on track. And was like, what's going on? You said you was going to be consistent. Hey, family members, what's going on? What happened to the podcast? It hurt my feelings. Why? Because of these three things. Consistency and discipline get you to success. It can be boring as heck, but it's going to get you to where you want to go to. If you are consistent and disciplined, you can be successful. But your way of looking at success don't have to be the next person's success. It don't have to be zeros in the bank. It doesn't have to be a brand new Chanel bag. It doesn't have to be a brand new outfit. It could be whatever it is for whatever goal you're trying to accomplish. Just figure out how to be, what your rhythm is to get you to that success point, right? So all of these things tie together, right? So health, fitness, I want to be the goal is not like, I want some muscles. I do want the fat gone. My whole motivation is I want my belly ring back. So I can have chubby arms and a fat face, but if my stomach is flat and I can flatter and I can get my belly ring, that's success for me. Like I'm being transparent with y'all. Y'all can look at it one way, whatever. Yeah, I want a tight booty that you can bounce a quarter off of, and I want a belly ring. That's success for me. If I can get some arms and a back like Angela Bassett, then we win it. That's bonus. But really the main motivation for me is I want my belly ring back. I have 4 children. That's what I want. Right? Me, I've set a goal. We working through extensions. I don't plan on working all summer. First week of June, all these extensions gonna be off our plate. My team is doing a part. When I go in a review mode, my mindset is different. If I have to prep, and that's what if I have to prep, my mindset is different. If I've touched your return multiple times, I touch a brand new return because it's fresh eyes, and then I go to, all right, let's go. You would think I would do it in reverse. Hey, you've seen it before, go ahead and touch. No, because I have to go back and read. Where did we leave off? I have to make myself smart, just like I do for meetings. Where did we leave off? What's going on? I say it for last. That takes us home. That's what happens in that last hour. How quickly can we do this? But brand new people, like when I'm, all right, this is a puzzle, we tackling it, we looking at it with fresh eyes. I can knock out a video, let's go. That's something I've not done before. I need that. I know my rhythms. I know what I need to be consistent. I've learned it even tighter in these last 6 to 7 weeks. I know if I need to knock something out for accounting for a client or review something the team has done when it comes to classification or something that a client wants me to jump on to review and analyze for their books, I know the time where I can do it and I'll block that time off. If somebody needs me to send some forms or a team to send the forms and I'm already in the middle of my day, I don't have no problem telling you, I'll get that to you tomorrow morning because it'll break up my flow. I was going everywhere. I was having the team go everywhere, knocking stuff out. Hey, somebody need this, somebody like fire hosing me. This is another reason why I tell y'all, I don't schedule appointments for my clients. I open a calendar and say, these are the time slots that are available. You make your appointment because it allows me to prepare better. My mindset was when I was working, everybody always made I made my calendar available and then we could figure out when you could have meetings. And then we were pretty consistent when like, okay, every Monday we have this team meeting or whatever, because that time works and I'm available. But when it was important to me, and I'm not saying that my meetings with my clients aren't important to me. They're very important to me, very important. But when I'm scheduling stuff on the calendar, that means it's focused around me. That's a better way of saying it. When I'm scheduling your appointment on the calendar, my, you know what I'm saying, my assistant is doing, it's about me. It's like when I call the doctor and they say, what times are available? And I look for something that works best for my schedule. I have my clients schedule their appointments because it's what's best for their schedule. And it lets me know that you are the service. So now we're in service mode. And so it's a psychology thing for me as to why I have my client schedule the calendar versus me scheduling or having my team schedule it or having you call and do this. I'm for as much automation as possible. You know what your calendar looks, this time worked better for me than this one. Boom, it's done. Boom, you get the notification. You ain't got to talk to no person. They be like, well, let me check and see if her calendar is open. Why? I just don't, I don't like to run that way. I want to be able to be like, okay, I'm taking this 15-minute break. Let me see availability. Boom, pow, pow. We done. I know it's on my calendar. Let's keep it moving. So some of that is me. It's how I work. But of course, it's the psychology of my business, right? And so it's okay to do that and then adapt where you need to for your clients. I do take emergencies, but they got to be true emergencies. And normally when it's an emergency, my assistant is like, Patrice, boom, boom, boom. I'll be like, all right, let me stop what I'm doing. I'll make the call. And it's not that I don't want to talk to anybody. It really is, y'all are hearing, I have to be in the right mindset. I need my team to be in the right mindset. So I'll answer questions for them, like, go back and tell the client this. Ask the client that. As I'm teaching them, as I bring on more staff, I'm now doing a checklist and re-recording myself as to when I review so somebody can duplicate it. Really, that's why it is. You figure out how you can do your best in anything, consistently, disciplined, success. It'll allow you to duplicate your procedures, the process. And trust me, people will come around and do it way better than you. My team does it. My team does it. And the stuff I ain't got no business doing, like the podcast, I do the recording, boom, pow, pow, I hand it off because I ain't great at it. But it get done. What need to get done, get done. Even when we're at last minute or we're at 11th hour, what my team is, record for me what I need to do just in case I got to pick it up and run with it. How I do this. Right? If I got to get an issue, what I got to do? What am I doing wrong? And they tell me. And we get it handled. So that's just my way of welcoming myself back. Welcoming myself back, explaining to you all a little bit of what has happened, but really sharing with you what is so significant that I've learned over the 6-7 weeks. We all got a rhythm. And we a slave to the rhythm. Ain't that a song, y'all? I believe it. Rhythm is a dancer. Is it an 80s song? Y'all, I can't recall. I believe I feel like it's a song. I feel like I just stole somebody's lyrics from their song, right? But we're a slave to the beat. We're a slave to the rhythm. But we got to figure out what rhythm is ours and accept it and embrace it and live by it and show up consistently, be disciplined, own it, be disciplined and diligent in that thing, and you will see your success, whatever that success looks like for you. All right. That's it for me for this week. We are definitely getting back. I got some interviews coming for you all. I got to work this schedule out. There's a bunch of people I want to bring to you all to share what they do. Y'all don't want to just hear me every week, but I'm glad to be back because it was supposed to happen at the beginning of May and it didn't, honey, because I talked myself out of it. But I said, self, tax cop, get your butt up. Even when you don't want to. You do it when it comes to the gym. You do it when it comes to review. You do it when you got to take your kids places. Do what you're supposed to do, girl. Sometimes that's how you got to talk to yourself. That's how I tell myself. Come on, up. Get your assets up. Do what you're supposed to do. So I hope that if nothing more, this gave y'all a better peek as to who I am, how I want to serve, how I am serving. And you listen to me just ramble like she don't know songs. She just talks to herself. Yes, I do, honey. Yes, I do. She awake now. Her is awake. And she is getting ready to have a fabulous, fabulous Tuesday. And there's more stuff coming your way. Baby, we back. Talks with the tax cop here. And we gonna make it ride out, do what it do for the rest of 2022. Y'all, I'm in it with that hashtag bars. Have a great day.